What comes to your mind when you think about Dubai? Perhaps it's sparkly skyscrapers that reach dizzying heights, flashy supercars driven by millionaires, and enormous air-conditioned shopping malls that cater to your every taste. Dubai is one of the most populated cities in UAE, well known for its lavish lifestyle, extravagant shopping, modern architecture, and lively nightlife. The glittering city is a safe haven for the rich. However, there is a sickening reality, blinded by the dazzling facade. There is more to Dubai than its stereotypical image. The dark side of Dubai refers to the underbelly of the glamorous city, which is often not discussed or highlighted. Despite its reputation as a luxurious and wealthy city, Dubai has been criticized for its human rights violations, particularly towards the migrant labor force that makes up a significant portion of its population. In this video, I will expose the ugly side of Dubai and its horrible truth. Dubai's rapid development and transformation into a global city would not have been possible without the contribution of its migrant labor force. Many of these workers were brought to Dubai under the kafala system, which ties workers to their employers. These expats were drawn to Dubai by promises of a better quality of life, higher income, and countless opportunities. Many of these workers are often subjected to long working hours, poor living conditions, and meager pay. Dubai's legal system has also been criticized for being unfair to migrant workers, who are often denied basic rights such as access to justice and due process. The living condition of this working class is terrible and beyond imagination. There is no escaping the fact that the tremendous evolution of the Dubai metropolis and all its glimmering splendor is a result of the literal blood, sweat, and tears of migrant workers trapped in modern slavery. Most people are unaware of modern slavery in the UAE, and many people object to the use of the word slavery as if it was some dreadful thing of the past. Let's get down to the fact that more than 88.5% of the population of the UAE are migrant workers, with 42.5% of the workforce comprising South Asian immigrants. Most of these workers are illiterate and from rural areas of India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, lured in with the promise of $300 monthly salaries plus food and accommodation. They are forced to work 9 to 5 days a week, and even 12 hours a day. They are trapped on the dusty outskirts of the world's most glamorous metropolis. Most of these people live under terrible conditions with hardly any food and support. They also usually do not have enough money to travel back to their families. In addition, their passports are often confiscated immediately as soon as they land in UAE in an attempt to prevent them from leaving. They are known to be transferred to Sonapur, far from the city's flash and gloss. Sonapur, ironically, the name means the city of gold, and is known to be the home to more than 150,000 workers, most from South Asian region. The most basic accommodation consists of more than 5 people living in a tight room, while 45 men share one outdoor bathroom. This is the true definition of modern slavery. Moreover, they have limited access to power and clean water, which adds to their life-threatening living condition. If you thought things couldn't get any worse, think again, as there is no concept of social distancing in such cramped living spaces. The living spaces lack ventilation and cleaning services, contributing to hygiene issues. Furthermore, these compact rooms attract insects and rodents plaguing the area, causing frequent illness to the poor workers. The worst part is no one is there to change or take notice of these circumstances. They cannot file complaints or go to authorities to facilitate basic needs. They can even end up getting deported and arrested for refusing to work. Not only do they have to endure such disgusting and inhumane living standards, but the promised wages are never honored. With the average construction worker's salary of $175, wages are often withheld to ensure the workers don't quit. Migrant workers are forced to work under dangerous conditions without adequate safety equipment in the 50 degrees Celsius heat, and with their passports confiscated, there is no way to escape this harsh reality. They are compelled to work extremely long hours in the blistering heat for wages equal to nothing. 30 years ago, almost all of Dubai was mostly barren, but it has become one of the main tourist hubs and tourist destinations around the globe. Looking underneath the glittering cover, the living conditions of these workers make it all doom and gloom. These atrocities cause the workers to commit suicide to escape their dire situations. Suicide rates among migrant workers in Dubai have been a concern for many years. These workers regularly face difficult living and working conditions, including long hours, low wages, and lack of access to healthcare and legal protections. According to a 2018 report by the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Human Rights of Immigrants, there were concerns about the high suicide rate among migrant workers in the UAE, of which Dubai is a part. The report noted that some factors contributing to the high suicide rate among migrants included social isolation, indebtedness, and employer exploitation. The kafala system, prevalent in many Gulf countries, ties migrant workers to their employers, giving them near complete control over their lives. In addition to human rights violations, environmental concerns are related to Dubai's rapid development. The city's massive construction projects have been accused of causing damage to the surrounding environment, including the destruction of mangrove forests and the shortage of groundwater resources. Despite these issues, Dubai remains a popular destination for tourists and expatriates, all because of its luxurious lifestyle, tax-free income, and modern infrastructure. However, it is essential to be aware of the challenges faced by the city's migrant population and the environmental impact of its rapid growth. At this point, I catch Burj Khalifa depicting the lows of the migrant working class to the highs of the millionaire luxuries. Apart from this cruelty, Dubai is extremely hot, and the heat and humidity make it challenging to stay outside for longer than a few minutes unless you're there to sunbathe. It is also one of the most polluted countries in the world, and the city gets quite hazy due to extreme heat, humidity, and pollution. One of the biggest letdowns reported by people is that everything feels soulless, be it the huge air-conditioned shopping malls, the spotless streets, the eateries, or even the beaches. This city was built nearly 50 years ago and hardly any historical sites exist. That may be the reason for such an aggressive expansion of tourist attractions popping up all over the city. The Emiratis take pride in their glitz and glam despite not contributing anything other than money with the vast oil reserves that happen to be beneath their feet. So much to offer, yet the government refuses to acknowledge poor workers and their dreadful situation. Adding to the artificial and soulless tourist attractions, Dubai's attempt to achieve Midwestern-themed streets and buildings sure looks like a failure. The buildings are filled with meaningless graffiti art, hipster restaurants, and chic cafes selling surprisingly overpriced food and drinks. La Mer is one of the most unappealing areas in Dubai, which is ironic considering that the Emiratis put a lot of effort to turn it into a trendy tourist spot, appealing especially to the hipster crowd. The saddest thing about such places is the laborers, where you'll notice the staff working in the scorching heat. The cleaners are frequently required to work more than 14 hours and spend much time standing in the spotless washrooms. They are compelled to wear masks not because of the condition of the toilets, as they clean them thoroughly after each use, but due to the presence of hazardous air fresheners that make the washrooms uncomfortable. When you look past the illusion and acknowledge the truth, you'll recognize that these are ordinary people, much like ourselves, enduring suffering due to our actions and struggling to conceal their misery. It's no surprise that beaches in Dubai are heavily polluted, and this trend shows no sign of stopping. However, tourists' experiences swimming at the beaches in Dubai are particularly disturbing and shocking. The tourists have spotted raw sewage and used sanitary towels floating in the sea. So one of the hotels ordered its water analysis from a professional company. The reports revealed that the water was full of fecal matter and bacteria. Well, that sounds like a total shit show. Due to toxic water quality, people visiting these beaches have fallen sick with eye, ear, and stomach infections and rashes. Just imagine swimming in the sewage. I just had a gag reflex. Have you been to Dubai? Let us know about your trip. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to uncover more horrific truths.